Welcome to part 10 of the Ultimate Ninja playthrough.
Annoying woman! Sakura Haruno!
Man, what a drag. And it's tough with a girl as my opponent.
You get burned if you underestimate me, thinking I'm a girl. Come at me like you mean it, Shikamaru. Rip her apart! Shikamaru! Slam Sakura with a 16-hit combo!
Men must not lose to girls. Well, I guess I'll fight. Man, clowns are sure nice.
Now bring it on from anywhere!
That title was also pretty accurate. Sakura was pretty annoying in part 1. But yeah, this was kind of something I wanted to touch on when we were doing Sakura's story, but I never really got the chance or just forgot. Her story mode and just, I guess, the whole kind of theme behind it was her whole woman power and her, being like, oh, girls can do this and that, and it's just kind of like, where did that come from? She never really was like that in the anime or the manga as far as I can remember. It was just Sasuke this, Sasuke that. If anything, she was like super girly and very dependent on Sasuke and Naruto, That was her whole, I guess, character problem that she had, and she at least tried to improve it in part 2. As much as I said as much as I want to say she did, she kind of didn't. But I'll still give her some credit. But yeah, and then also Shikamaru is kind of, it's really like, I guess, misogynistic. That's always a big word. I don't know, it's weird how he's all like, oh, guys can't lose to girls because guys are supposed to be better. Although he didn't really say that, but I guess he's kind of implying it. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it's just weird. I don't really know where that was coming from, because, like I said, I mean, he was kind of misogynistic like that. And oh, and here's his level 3 jutsu.
Leave the rest to me. Here I go. This is the end. What a relief. Stubborn.
Yeah, Asuma pretty much fights for him, and that did a lot of damage. Goddamn. Oh, and kick to the butt. I guess that's that.
Whew. So it's finally over. Oh, I'm tired.
Can't believe I lost to Shikamaru!
Well, believe it, because it happened. And yeah, I only have 2 seconds to talk, so I might as well not say anything, because I want to talk about what I was talking about earlier, but I can't because not enough time. Ugh.
The dropout of the Hyuga clan, Hinata Hyuga!
Another girl opponent? You're in the same Hyuga clan, but there's a huge discrepancy between you and Neji.
Well...
Is that okay with you? Letting him say anything he wants? Take that guy out, Hinata!
What?
Man, clowns are sure nice.
Yeah, what the heck? I don't like this story. I don't like this story. Why is Shikamaru being a jerk? He's being mean to her. That's not Shikamaru. He's not mean. But yeah, what I was talking about earlier was he was kind of like the whole misogynistic thing when he was fighting Tamari in the tuning exams. Kind of just like, I gotta fight a girl. But that was really the only time, so I don't really know why they're really focusing on this topic so much, fucking for 2 battles. I mean, goddamn. Yeah. I could go into talking about Hinata because I really like Hinata, but I'll say that for her Saga, which I think I haven't recorded. Like I said, I've only recorded up to Neji's, which is the one we're actually doing next. So I need to start recording some more Raws. But I think she's after Neji. Either her or Rock Lee, I can't remember. But we'll get to her Saga, and I'll talk about her character in due time. I guess there are a few more things I could talk about with Shikamaru. Just like I said last part, I said that he was probably my favorite of the supporting characters, and I mean, for reasons that everyone knows. Like he's smart, he's cool. He was the first to become a Chunin, um, and like I guess you could say, well, he was probably the most developed out of the supporting characters because he had the most screen time. But, there had to be some kind of reasoning for that. It couldn't just be because Kishimoto really liked him, which could be a helpful factor, but especially in part 2 with the whole Hiran Kakuzu arc, I guess that's going to spoilers. I usually don't talk about stuff that's not in the game, but I can make an exception here because, I figure a lot of people know it anyway. I figure he got that kind of spotlight because of his popularity. That a lot of people liked him. But to be honest, Shikamaru didn't really shine till the end of part 1 with the whole Sasuke retrieval arc, because before that he was kind of just there. That was kind of his character, which is why a lot of people like him, because he's funny and lazy and like that, even though like he's a genius and could be Hokage himself if he wanted. But yeah, he didn't really get much development or screen time till then, but still pretty awesome.
Whew. So it's finally over. Men must not lose to girls.
Sure enough, I don't...
And it continues. Hopefully next battle will stop with this whole misogynistic shit.
Cool group, lame group. Naruto Uzumaki is here.
I thought you'd stick with the uncool crowd like me.
If you're talking about the best man in the leaf now, it's me. Believe it.
I didn't mean it like that.
Then I'll prove it to you. Believe it.
Whatever happens, happens, I guess.
I'm going to be the Hokage. Believe it.
So yeah, at least no more of that misogynistic crap, but I guess Shikamaru considers himself uncool? I don't know. But yeah, and there's Naruto going off again with the whole believe it stuff. Like I said, very heavy on the believe it in this game. Very, very heavy. Although it's pretty much just early Naruto, to be honest, with the dub. Like, he said it all the goddamn time in fucking everything. Which, I mean, like I said before, I don't necessarily mind it. It's just, if he says it all the time, it gets annoying, But, I mean, I understand why. I think I talked about this earlier, but I understand why Viz did that, because, his whole Date Bio thing that he says in the Japanese dub doesn't really translate to anything, but they wanted to just give him that a speech quirk because, that's part of his character, and so they just said, believe it. And, yeah, since he says that all the time in the Japanese dub, like he says that, he says that at the end of like almost every sentence. I guess they just wanted to be true to that, I guess, quote unquote translation, and he just says it all the goddamn time. But in English, it don't work. So a lot of people are probably happy they got rid of it in the dub. Like I said, I wouldn't mind it here and there, but I definitely am pretty grateful he doesn't say it as much. Yeah, that's all I can really say. I covered Shikamaru's character, what I like about him. Now he's cool. He's actually Justin's favorite character, if you guys remember Justin, my cousin, who was a guest commentator in some Pokemon parts. I was actually thinking the same thing. I was thinking for Kakashi to get Justin along with here, or in this part, since Shikamaru's his favorite. But he's actually away. He's in Marine boot camp actually. So yeah, props to him. That's something, all right. I bet some people out there probably know what it's like to have family in the military and shit like that. kind of a first for me. One of my uncles does something, but I don't think it's anything major. Um, so yeah, there's that. A little personal, I guess, stuff for you. It's not too personal, but a little personal, I guess. He wouldn't mind. Yeah, there's Naruto. Bye-bye.
Whew. So it's finally over. So you are uncool. I was wrong about you.
Dang it, that was practice! Believe it!
Fine, fine. You're cool, okay?
But to think Shikamaru's that strong.
Now that all this is done, I'll relax.
You're hopeless.
I'm a slacker at heart. I only became a ninja to pay the bills. All I want to do is live life on my own terms, you know? I hate having to live my life bound to anyone. Shikamaru Nara Saga.
I guess the idea of marriage just completely disgusts him then, because that's what marriage is. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much it for Shikamaru, obviously, because that's the end of his saga. So, yeah, like I said, we'll be doing Neji's saga next part. So, there's the cough guy. And I'll see you guys in the next part. Take care.